A spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October and off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready,
from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Matthew Golden, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Back to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The pickup there, 5 yards.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Now Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Cut.
Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Let's go now. Yellow, 43, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Down to about the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him hasn't been a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A passing down here. 5 receivers on the field as they look at a 2nd and 8.
6 years, yellow. Set.
Love now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
On first down, right away, he lost the football. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. To the left side, he's got McMillan. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard
Yellow,
line.
line.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throw left side complete. That's Morrison. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be
Jatavion Sanders. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. This is going the other way.
And it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that led directly to that block. If this operation is cleaner, we're probably talking about a different outcome.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. And they're on 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ready, set.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
A handoff running left, Brooks. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Set. Hut.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. Blaster. Six. Black 40. Set.
Throwing. Love. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Set. Red. 38. Steel. Black. Set.
Again, it's Love. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Here we go. Black. 95. Black shot. Hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Red. Hut. Hut.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken around the 12. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. 33. Yellow. Shoot. Yellow. Cut.
Love from the gun. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
This is fielded at the 7. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the shotgun, it's Young. Now a run here, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. from the 50. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Ready. Yellow, black, ultra. Set.
Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That is caught. He finds McMillan. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
That's another Panthers first down.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that'll be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Young. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Down. Ready?
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Love.
That's caught downfield. It's Golden.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Matthew Golden.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Yeah, he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Set, ready, white, black, 95.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Set, go.
Now Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
He had some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Okay.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Black ultra. Yellow, 43. Hut.
Here's Love. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Claws red. 33. Yellow. Hut, hut.
Love now.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Slide 60 red.
Out of his end zone, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
On play action. Love to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Red, 30, ready.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rail, yellow, down, hut.
Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Morrison. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Yes, white. Set, hut.
Young to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A give up the move. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set. 33. Yep, ready.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
To throw now, here's Love. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Touchdown!
Christian Watson
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
The kick is
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Now here's Young. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Looking to throw, Young. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Now Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready?
Once again, it's Brooks. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Love. That's taken in by Golden. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready. Smash, red. Ready.
Now Love. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles.